Carl, Track 13 News. Welcome. Just, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Click the bell if you want to see videos as they come out. I have another video on this. I do a $4 mod. You got to check it out. It makes this thing just crawl like you wouldn't believe. All right, so this is the HBX Devastator. Really impressed with this crawler. To be honest, it's my first crawler. And it's a 1/24th scale, so it is quite small. The first thing I notice about it is it's got this aluminum chassis, and the tires are all scale. They don't have foam, so they're air-filled, soft, and a little bit tacky. You'll notice is the body fits real tight on it. It's got a nice body. Half the stickers were put on. I had to put the other half on. No big deal. I mean, if I had to be real specific about things, the instructions were a little wrinkly. But everything came in the package, arrived well. It has the, I think this is the Chinese or the Euro plug. And so it didn't come with the US adapter. And maybe I ordered the wrong one. But $4 on Amazon, so not a big deal. Since we're talking about the charger, let's go through how you charge this thing. It's kind of interesting. I don't know I necessarily care for it too much, but it is pretty simplified. The ESC is ESC, battery, and receiver combined, and you cannot take the battery out. So literally you plug it in the wall like a toy typically does, and it charges for it says charge for 2 hours, but not to overcharge. A red light when it's charging and green when it's done. I think the earlier version did not have any indicator lights or on the truck, but this does have indicator light. One of the challenges with this is that it's I mean, it's pretty tight in there, and since you can't take the battery out or anything, you really have to, you know, get your finger in there to turn it on and off, and even plug it in. It's got lithium battery, aluminum chassis. I know there's some other versions in other countries and from China that are identical under different names, and there's also some that have like a plastic chassis or are very similar. But it's got a servo on the front, servo on the rear. It's got 4-wheel steering. Linkage, I mean, it has some pretty good articulation, really. I did lengthen to the end of this servo arm to give a little bit more travel. That's about $100, I think 103. I really am very impressed. Honestly, this is my first crawler, so take that for what it's worth. But I do have a lot of RCs, and I can see, you know, where it's toy, but yet it has hobby grade type attributes. You can hear the air in those tires. So there's no foam in there. So they're air-filled bead lock. They're plastic rims, but there is aluminum bead lock right there. It does have hex screws throughout, which is nice. A lot of companies skimp on that. Has a brush motor here. These servos can switch on and off independently to give you steering front and rear, and I'll go through those features in a minute. These are air-filled shocks. Got aluminum linkage. Looks like the gearboxes are, you know, composite. The drive shafts are as well. And but you know, I don't think that matters. I really think that it'll hold up just fine. You know, really sometimes plastic is better in certain places, and for this scale I don't see a problem with it. Battery life, I've seen some other reviews, and some people are claiming about an hour. I've driven it for about 40 minutes and it didn't die, but I just went and charged it. So you really can run it for a long time and get your enjoyment out of it. and really you could just kind of pack it up and take it wherever you want, crawl wherever you feel like. So it's pretty convenient. This remote is pretty cool. So it's got 4 modes of steering. First mode, front wheel steering. Second mode, my favorite. This just kind of lets you frog. Both wheels turn the same direction, front and rear. And then the 4th mode is just rear wheel steering. I prefer the dual steering myself. It's got dual rates on your steering in the front, on the rear. It's got throttle trim. I have to say that I don't believe it has, well, it's a little hot on the throttle, especially in reverse. So you have to really pull it softly. I'm not quite sure if it actually has proportional throttle control. I doubt it. But you know, for the fun this vehicle is bringing me, I'm okay with it. So, I mean, I'm so excited. I think I really need to set up like a crawler course or something. I had to make this crawler course. Well, I've got some flooring, some workout flooring. What else do I got? Some road rails, some kids' toys. I've got some boards. I've got some wood here. Okay, so we got. Oh, I've got some dots.